Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are talking about Baby Keem's new album, Casino. Now let's get straight into this bad boy. I never did a review on what was it, the Melodic Blue, but I liked it. I liked the Melodic Blue, And going into this album, I wasn't really expecting anything. I didn't really know what to expect from Baby Keem on his next studio album. But it was called Casino, and book, gamble. I'm just kind of feeling how we're going. You know what I mean? So going into this, it's only 11 songs long, so I was a bit like, oh, that seems really short. Really short for an album we had to wait 5 years for. But who am I to judge? Maybe he'll drop a deluxe in next year or something. Who knows? Or in a few months. Who knows, right? But he's going on tour, so I don't know what that means, right? You know what I mean? But anyways, let's get into the album. To me, I think it's a good album. I think it's actually a pretty good album. I don't think there's any big misses here for me personally. I think there's maybe one or two. I'm not the biggest fan of the Birds and the Bees, sorry. I'm also not a big fan of maybe House Money or... No, not House Money, sorry. I think it's Good Flirts. I'm not the biggest fan of that one. So, again... There are some okay songs on here, those two. I would maybe hear if someone was playing it, but I'm not going back and playing those songs for me personally. However, I do think Casino, that first beat on Casino, that rage beat, it's hard. I wish he'd kept the whole thing going, or he made them two separate songs. But that song was peak. That beat was peak. And then Circus Freestyle, I also really liked a lot. And something that was a bit different that I didn't expect Baby Keem to do so well on was the song Sex Appeal with Too Short. I think that song was honestly just a vibey dance club type of song, and it was actually really good. Baby Keem's inflections, the baby voice, I guess, I don't really know what you would consider it or what you would call it, can sometimes be a little overbearing at some points, but I think for the most part it works on this album because the production is not really dark, but it's it pairs well with his voice, and I just think that it works out pretty well. With that being said, I think there are a few. I think that pretty much for the majority of it, I think it's a good album. I think you're gonna get a lot of songs off of here. A lot of people are kind of indifferent about the penultimate track, Dramatic Girl, because it's kind of doing this pop rap type of style with I'm gonna butcher his name, but it's Che Ikru or Crew, however you want to say it. Now, I listened to his album that dropped, I think, last year, and it was this late night R&B type of vibe album, which I really enjoyed. Now, when I saw he was going to be on this album, I was like, oh, please give us that late night R&B type of vibe, song. And we got a pop rap type of song, and I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's necessarily great, but I don't think it's bad. People are, I think, blowing it out of proportion and saying that it's one of the worst songs on the album. To me, it's nothing crazy. I just think it's kind of there, and I think I would play it maybe once or twice or occasionally, but I have to really be in the mood to play it. Again, this album is pretty good. I'm liking it a lot. I think for the most part, it's short. However, I think that you get good verses. I think Kendrick on this album was a bit, I don't want to say disappointing, but I don't know. It wasn't Family Ties or what's the other one? Range Brothers. So it wasn't like that either. It wasn't as big of a moment either, for my opinion. I think Baby Keem really had the biggest moments on this album, which is kind of good because I kind of want to see Baby Keem, do his own thing and step into his own shell and his own person. And on this album, you definitely get that. I definitely feel you get that Baby Keem person, And people saying oh, Baby Keem is under Kendrick's label, so the album was had to mean something Casino. People doing the theories and everything like that never really made sense to me because one, Baby Keem's a different artist. He's not Kendrick. He doesn't really do album rollouts. He doesn't really do themes to albums like Kendrick does usually. But I think people just need to chill. It's Baby Keem. Come on now. Just let him do him. And yes, I do wish the album was a bit longer, but Baby Keem's got some good he's got some good songs out, and he's got the Melodic Blue, a great first album. And then you got Casino, another good album. So I'm excited to see what he brings next to the table. Maybe we'll get a deluxe in the near future. Maybe we won't. Who knows? Because I don't remember when the deluxe came out for the Melodic Blue. I want to say it came out a year later, maybe a few months later. But but maybe it came out a year later. I can't really remember, but we definitely got some songs off there that were pretty good, you know. So you know, just give them time. I'm pretty sure it'll be good. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. As a rating for this album, I'm gonna give this a 7.7 out of 10. I think it's actually really good. You know, I think 7.7. That's the highest rap album we have this year so far. Now, there's one album I haven't done yet because, well, I got a little special video planned, but I haven't done J. Cole's The Fall Off yet because I'm really taking my time with it and I really want to, you know, dive deep into it. But, however, as of now, Baby Keem is on top, but little sneak peek, he won't be for long because J. Cole's going to overtake him. But, anyways, I think this is better than A$AP Rocky's Don't Be Dumb just by, you know, 0.1 of a point, so 7.7. So, you know, I like it a lot. Let me know what you guys thought about it in the comments below. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the songs, your favorite song, you know, things like that. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.